I came to Kathmandu a couple days ago and had this ride, the Kathmandu 360, on my mind. I did a version of it in 2020 during the pandemic, but I couldn't do the Shivapuri part because it is closed. So I want to come back and do a proper loop of it. So objective was to ride a full 360 circumference of the Kathmandu Valley, staying up as high as I can. And the goal was to do it around 12 hours. I want to lay down the foundations for the ride and set a time. And hopefully more riders will come and check it out because it's such an amazing spot to ride. In 2020, I used a full suspension mountain bike. But this year I want to try the gravel bike with the little Fox suspension fork. Had my Noble wheels with 2.25 Maxxis mountain bike tires. It was a little bit rough in some sections, but also faster in others. So it's just, I mean, this route could be done on either a mountain bike or a gravel bike. I think most riders would enjoy a mountain bike, but a gravel bike set up properly is a great job. I feel the safety in Nepal is like very, very good. Yeah, in some areas of the world I wouldn't try this at night, but I always found the safety in Nepal is unreal. Like I've never had any bad experiences here. And I've ridden through the night in all different areas of the country, and downtown Kathmandu at night, like people are friendly here. It's awesome. You're welcome. Yeah, yesterday the plan was to start at 6. I had a malfunction with a tubeless valve, which cost 20 minutes with a flat tire. Then right off the start, I took the wrong road. So yeah, it was a bit of a slow start, but eventually we got going on track. Yeah, the ride was awesome for the first few hours. Then I started hitting some landslides. Then I started to realize, like, okay, yeah, there's massive monsoon this season and there's a lot of damaged areas. On the west side, I had to make one detour due to the landslides. And then once I hit Shivapuri, it was just straightforward through the national park. Nagarkot, like, otherwise the route was straightforward. A ride like that, you go through so many different emotions. Like the first few hours, you're excited to get going, and then the climbs start to add up because I think it's almost 6,000 meters of climbing over the day, and some of them are pretty steep. So by noon, you're 6 hours in, and the fatigue's starting to set in, and you still have a long ways to go. There's a few kind of lower moments. Like the big climb up to Shivapuri Park, that was a crux. I was like, okay, I just got to get this done because this could eat up a lot of time if I don't push the pedal here. So I blasted up there, and then once in Shivapuri, you can kind of coast along. It got a little bit chilly up towards the top of Shivapuri, 2,100 meters. It is mid-November, so kind of going into the cooler season. The parts of the ride that were beautiful were the Lakhiri Bangjang. You're up on a ridge. That's amazing. You have nice views of the city. And then the Shivapuri side, you're going through the jungle, which is pretty cool. And every so often it breaks out, and you have the Himalayas in the distance. Same with Nagarkot. So those are the nice spots of the ride for sure. Yeah, the total ride ended up being 168 kilometers, 5,700 meters of climbing. It's a pretty solid day out there. It was 11 and a half hours moving time, 14 hours and 8 minutes total time. There's definitely a lot of stoppage time there, but a bit of that was getting lost and route finding. But yeah, overall I was happy with the timing. Very similar to 2020 when I did it. Kathmandu 360 ride, I think anyone can do. To do in one day, you have to, it's a challenge. I think a lot of people enjoy doing it in 2 or 3 days. A great spot to start would be Negricot. And first day, come around, finish in Ranikot or down or near Hatiban. Next day, you go around to the Shivapuri side, spend another night in the lodge. And the third day finish in Negricot. So something like that. But around the Kathmandu Valley, there's accommodations and food everywhere, so it's like choose your own adventure. Up in the mountains, you have the high altitude. Down here in the mid-hills, you still have a bit of altitude, like 2,000 meters here, so it's still good for sleeping. I've used this as my training grounds for the last 7-8 years, and yeah, it's helped me win 6 consecutive 24-hour world champs. Yeah, it was pretty cool to take my Otso gravel bike on this adventure. So I took it on the Annapurna circuit earlier this year, and I'm very happy with it. It is a bit rougher in areas, but also a lot faster. Because Nepal is a mixture of road, trail, gravel, like it's everything. So it is nice to have the drop bars and a bit more aerodynamic for a lot of the riding. And on the trails, it's still fine if you have the suspension and tires set up with the proper pressure. Super happy with my Otso Waheelac setup, and yeah, no, it's been fun to test out in the Himalayas. Yeah, it's been a great year on my Otso gravel bikes. Checking these bikes out this year, and grateful for the support.